Hello, this is Cody. I am joined by. Who are you people? What are you people?
I am Emperor Tiger Star, and I do maps and history.
Here for the free food.
So we're gonna mix this up a little bit. Tristan has some Canadian thing going on. No, he has a birthday. And because of that, he can't make it right now. So it's just us, and we're gonna mix it up. Me and Tyler are gonna be playing some Hearts of Iron 4, and Tiger Star. What happened to your computer, Tiger Star? Why can't you play Hearts of Iron 4 with us?
Well, I was watching Netflix, and when I went to refill my snack, I tripped over the recharging cord, and it knocked my computer off the table onto the ground, and it just stopped working. So I'm using my old laptop.
Oh boy, yeah. So
Magnificent.
would you, if
Yes.
you actually did have your laptop eventually fixed, would you be able to do Hearts of Iron 4?
I mean, I would probably suck at the game, but I guess I could try.
I suck at the game too, but
It
it's
also depends how much it costs.
I don't know how much.
I don't know what they cost anymore.
Hmm,
Because I think I
50.
have I think I have like an older Hearts of Iron game, but I don't know if I have the fourth one.
Hmm. This is a full circle. This is alternate history hub. Let's play. Oh no. Um. So anyway, yeah. We have a little stuff. There weren't a lot of questions. But let's get right into it. So I've been researching, uh, for my Cuban Missile Crisis video, and after researching it, I'm very surprised that we even exist as a society anymore because there have been so many close calls uh, that we've had that's almost ended in complete nuclear annihilation. Probably at least four that I can name off the top of my head, just within the 20th century. Um, but when I was reading this book about the misconceptions in the Cuban Missile Crisis, and one of the misconceptions that has always existed is that the Kennedys were kind of like by themselves against all of these like war hungry generals trying to invade Cuba. That wasn't really true. It was one Kennedy versus another Kennedy and all of the other generals wanting to invade. It turned out Bobby Kennedy was actually a very huge war hawk. He eventually painted himself as sort of a dove who kept a calm head when he was trying to run for president in 1968. But in 1962, when the crisis was going on, he wanted to invade Cuba to get rid of Castro, and he thought that was the good idea. He actually fought with military generals at that time because they said we need to think this through, and he wanted to go in automatically. So that was
Yeah, because he was worried they didn't have enough time to think anything through.
yeah, and it was only because of JFK. Only because it feels like a lot of these potential nuclear disaster sort of things is only because there was one person at the right place at the right time, and it's
Yep.
yeah. Um, but anyway, the other one was I covered. I think I covered this in my Cold War video, but it was one Soviet officer uh, stopped. Uh, it was back in the 80s. One Soviet officer stopped the a nuclear war from going off because the censors had read that four missile American missile nukes had launched, and they're heading for Russia in 20 minutes, and everybody wanted them to launch nukes in retaliation. Well, this officer knew that if the Americans did ever launch an attack, they wouldn't just launch four missiles, they'd launch thousands. And it was because of him knowing how the Americans would act, he said, let's just wait. And everybody was wondering why he's doing this because, you know, war just started. Well, it turned out it was actually a weather glitch. It was actually sunlight bouncing off of a radar or a satellite, and it made it look like the sensors had picked up nuclear launches. So it turned out it was only because of his one decision that nuclear war didn't automatically start in the 80s.
Yep. So
This is
I
what
feel like messed
this.
up to think how close we've come.
Yeah. What was your thing with the perceived end of the war of the world with the Black Plague, Tiger Star? We were talking about that earlier.
Oh, those are supposed to be the other two?
I mean, because I was talking about the times that like the world almost entirely ended, and you.
Yeah, but like you said there was like four in the 20th century, and I was trying to think of what the other two were.
Well, one of the other one was actually during the third one was during the crisis itself. Um, there was a Soviet sub commander who was actually he either actually did press the button or he was about to press the button, and it only took his crew talking him down that stopped him from launching a missile and starting the war.
That's right.
So I've yeah, the fourth one can't name off the top of the head. I remember there was actually a fourth one though, but that's yeah. See, this is why I like Tristan being in the podcast more, because then we can more people can contribute to the conversation and stuff.
Try my hardest.
Well, I mean, I tried, but then I guess my stories take like 3 hours. So
No, 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 no. Tell your stories. That'd be good. Do it. I need to try
I'm
to
gonna
figure
Put
out.
some popcorn on real quick.
I need to figure out how to what I'm actually gonna do with Turkey right now because I haven't actually given them plans.
I have plans.
gosh, I actually don't think. I mean, I already said how I broke my laptop. I don't really think I have any other stories that I can think of.
You're the one that wanted to do the live stream. You're
Well, I
the one.
know.
We can do this for 30 minutes. It's okay, Cody. No, I don't think so, Tiger Star. Oh, it'd be fine. Oh my
Well, I'm sorry. The fans would have been upset. I can't
No,
let
the
my fans
Discord.
down and your fans down.
The Discord fans. would have
There
been
were
upset.
other places besides Discord. I got a few on Twitter too.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yes, yes.
That.
Have a local fan base, Cody. Don't worry.
And besides, your most loyal fans are clearly going to join your Discord.
Of course. So
You know.
you're Saudi Arabia, is that right, Tyler? Are you Saudi Arabia? Who are you?
I am.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, you keep cutting out. You really need to fix that internet.
I don't know what else I can do at this point.
I don't know. You know what's sad? This actually feels. This is. I feel like one of those generic Let's Players, and it feels almost dirty right now. Even though this is like entirely just a thing that is just live streaming for fun, it feels almost dirty in a way.
No, because the ironic thing is that most Let's Players are just making dirty jokes while they're live streaming their game, and you're not doing that. So.
Oh, we're better because we're informing people.
This is
That's
a
what we tell.
Christian Hearts of Iron server.
No cussing. Yeah, that's what we tell ourselves to make ourselves feel better.
I really do try.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear any damn cussing in the stream.
Oh, he said a bad word. It's darn. Don't say darn either.
Word number 11.
Oh no. I just know there's somebody probably just watching me do this like gameplay and they're just like, "Oh, he's doing this so wrong." I'm sorry if I'm not playing it to your perfection, everybody. No divisions in basic training. We need mountains, people. God, I'm actually kind of terrified. I wonder. So, I think Turkey is ally. Oh, they're no faction.
Yeah, they were
I
neutral,
could-
and then they joined the Allies all the way in 1945 in like the last few months. So.
See, what I'm terrified about is that I know if I join the Axis and get that whole Neo-Ottoman Empire thing going, the Russians are just going to be knocking on my door. And I'm just going to try to prevent everything from getting the Russians from attacking me.
The clear option is to just speed up the game and develop your country until Barbarossa happens, and then you invade Russia.
I
Germany
think I'm
takes
based.
most of the heat. You can take the Caucasus Mountains,
I mean, we could
get
kind of
where all the oil's at.
we could do what we did last time, Tyler, and make our own faction and just buddy up to literally everybody while they kill each other. That's always a good thing.
Just cause like massive fascist uprisings in a lot of different countries.
Yeah, let's try to cause a fascist uprising in the Soviet Union. They'd be our buddies then. Try to, you know what? We're gonna create a whole united like Central Turkey, just like all of Central Asia. No, this
It's
game's.
gonna be the
I mean, you
Asia
could
Major
try.
faction.
I'm actually gonna play as Turkey in our game with Caleb. I don't know. I'm doubting. I'm doubting if I will. This seems just being next to Russia. You either have to be communist or you're gonna have the Russians coming down on your ass. So, oof.
He's
See,
not communist.
the one time I ever played Hearts of Iron, it wasn't Hearts of Iron 4. I think it was the second one. I can't remember. But
I'm gonna try to
I
sell
decided to
this.
play as Tibet because that seems like the dumbest country to play
Oh
as. So I played as
no.
Tibet. Yes. And I was able to conquer half of Xinjiang, and then I invaded the Soviet Union. But Germany had already invaded the Soviet Union. So because it took forever for Soviet forces to come back and like try to beat me back,
Mm-hmm.
I was able to conquer like half of Central Asia from the Soviets. And just because those territories were just bigger, it looked like I had conquered way more land than I actually did. And I felt so accomplished. But then the British from India just pretty much took me from the other direction, and then I died.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Because I thought like the Himalayas were going to protect me, but I guess not.
Somebody remind me in the live stream. I forgot generals. Who desert? What are you? Oh, I think I'll have to have the brown will be the desert because he's in Syria. We might be going after Syria. I think because going after Syria is always a good idea. That won't lead to any.
So let's get drawn into a war there.
Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Maybe Greece. Maybe go after Greece. I think Greece are allies, unless we can influence them.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no,
I
they're
don't think
no.
anybody's anything yet, actually.
Yeah,
Turkey allies with Greece? Oh, that's a good one.
Greece might be pretty easy.
If we make them
conquer.
fascist.
Greece might. You know what? I'm actually probably gonna try to just reunify the Ottoman Empire. I'm gonna go.
Partition Greece with Italy.
Yeah, I mean, if I. Yeah, you know, I actually could. I mean, Bulgaria would be Axis too, so I want it. You know what we should do? We should just form a caliphate. You want to just that will be our faction. We'll
I've
just,
already called my army the Caliphate Spear.
Oh well, cool. Okay, we'll be a caliphate. Let's do it.
Well, you have to take Mecca first.
Do.
Well, I mean, I guess you technically
He already took Mecca. Look. Oh wait, that's Riyadh. Never mind. But Mecca's around here. It's close.
Well, I mean,
Mecca's
so
somewhere.
what I'm saying is Tyler is if he's playing Saudi Arabia, he can decide to be a caliphate. But I mean, the Ottomans were a caliphate as soon as they took over Mecca, and even though ISIS calls themselves a caliphate, not really because they didn't take over Mecca.
Wait, is that what happens when you? I wonder what happens if you turn as fascist as Saudi Arabia. Is that even different?
Try.
Like, is that?
Well, no, because wouldn't that be a theocracy, not fascism? Or is that not
Well,
an option in
because I mean, it
Fire?
would be just like, would it be a secular nationalist thing? Would it be like?
I'm just gonna run it that way, I think.
I'm actually kind of curious. I'm genuinely curious. Okay.
Has the smuggest portrait ever, so I don't want him as leading my country.
Do. Eastern Mediterranean, Central Mediterranean, Adriatic. We're gonna have the Turk control the sea. The kebab navy is on its way. Let's do this. You want me to? I'll just progress time.
Eat it
I
up.
guess this is the perfect opportunity to talk about the current series I'm watching on Netflix because they have a ton of like historical dramas on there, and just because they're addictive, I've been watching one.
Yeah.
And they had one that was made in Turkey about Suleiman the Magnificent of the Ottoman Empire.
Oh.
Which the one downside is I have to like pay attention more because they speak in Turkish, and so I have to read the subtitles, so I can't like multitask.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's okay, but it's still addictive enough to where I keep on watching because like half of it is about Suleiman and half of it's about his future wife. And the stuff with his future wife is pretty much, oh, I'm just a girl in the harem, so I'm gonna become Lady Macbeth and poison and kill and yada yada my way until I become Suleiman's wife. And then Suleiman is actually interesting because he's trying to conquer the world.
Because he's that
And so,
magnificent.
oh yes, he's very magnificent.
Mm. Not as much as the
Yes.
Ataturk. Oh wait, no, we're gonna become the Neo-Ottomans. We're gonna bring Suleiman back from the dead. Let's do it.
Oh, might as
Thing
well.
that happened in our last game.
Yeah, well, they did that naturally by themselves. We didn't even
I
influence
know
that.
this made no sense. Like the Neo-Ottoman Empire has declared war. Like what is the Neo-Ottoman Empire?
I didn't even think about doing anything. They just kind of happened. It was like, oh, weird. Um, let's see.
That was pretty cool.
We're gonna
The way the day and night looks, it just looks like someone's literally like shining like a searchlight
Well,
on top of the board.
Well, the cool thing
Like
about this
someone's
game is
escaping
that
from
the
prison.
night actually is important. You can have night attacks, and if you have a certain perk, if you have a certain land doctrine, which is how your entire military operates, they can actually be more effective at fighting at night than your enemy, and that gives you a significant advantage.
Interesting.
Yeah, but right now it's 1936. I don't want to fight a war with the Soviets at all. I don't. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I kind
I
of
got
want.
you as a buffer between me and them.
Yeah. I mean, I'll fight a war with Iraq
Yeah,
and
divide up
France.
Iraq together.
I think. I think. Yeah. I think.
You divide up Iraq. Do it.
Oman
Well.
first.
Oh shit. I think I go to war. I think I would go to war with Britain if I did that.
No, because Britain left Iraq.
Oh, they
Nothing
don't.
to do with Iraq.
Yeah, they don't have anything.
Or
Oh,
Iraq.
Iraq is a free. Ooh.
Yeah, the British
Ooh.
left Iraq in 1932.
You know what?
Now Syria is French. That would, but I mean, I'm sure you'd win anyway. And
You know-
then you could take
know-
Iraq.
You know what, everybody? Screw France right here. We're gonna
Oh.
invade. We're gonna invade. We're gonna unite all of Kurdistan, but it's gonna be with us in Turkey.
Turkey uniting Kurdistan. The irony.
Wait, you cannot expand the line here. What? Why cannot? It's not letting me expand the line to. Oh, here it is. There we go. There. Okay. Everybody, you're gonna go to Iraq. I mean, if I could, I might as well like invade. Iran is actually pretty formidable. They might be a bit of an issue. But Iraq, Saudi Arabia, I'm guessing you're just going to go after Yemen and Oman and maybe
Oh no, you
But
gotta divide
Oman
Iraq
Turn
together.
around eventually.
we could
no,
divide
Iraq together.
we
Meet
could-
up
we
at
could-
the river.
Oh, we could also divide Iran actually. Iran would be a bit of an issue.
Yeah, Iran's going to be the toughest challenge.
Be
We
like
can't even begin plotting that one. That'll be
Yeah.
our Brazil. Will be Iran.
Yeah, so yesterday we played a game where we wanted to be South American countries and we were fascist and we created our own alliance called the Iron Trident. And it consisted of Tyler, who was Venezuela, me, who was Argentina, and we were going to have Peru, but Peru didn't join.
Wait, was this the one where like you conquered like Chile, but then like every single country just magically came over and divided up Argentina?
No, that was another one. So I was Argentina.
Okay.
I was Argentina this time, and because of the game that happened in Chile, where America, the way that this happens in this game is that America one day will just decide, okay, everybody in the Western Hemisphere just stop invading each other, and if you invade anybody, I'm gonna invade you. And if you're anybody not America, that is a really bad thing. So me and Tyler planned our entire grand scheme just around starting as many wars as possible before the U.S. actually got to us. So in the span from 1939 to 1941, him as Venezuela had conquered Colombia and Ecuador, I think. I had
Gran Colombia, perfect.
I had conquered. Oh yeah, you did have Gran Colombia. Yeah. I conquered Uruguay and Chile. I invaded both at the same time, while he was getting bogged down in Colombia because he didn't have enough troops. So I sent my troops up to help him out in the Colombia thing. more of my guys died in his Colombian War than both the invasion of Chile and Uruguay combined.
It was all the cocaine that
Yeah.
got to them.
It did. It was. There's all just the coke dealers.
Then I took Bolivia and Paraguay, and then we thought, you know what? Just because the U.S. is probably going to attack us, we might as well just go after Brazil. Plus, it'll be easy. They only have like five divisions. There's not a lot. So we went to war. We declared war on them and we invaded. I took the South. He was going to take the North. The war started in 1941, and we didn't fully beat them until 1946.
Wow.
2
It
million.
was a massive conflict.
Yeah, in a span of like 3 years, I barely got from Uruguay to Rio. It was just a slugfest.
Well, that's where the majority of the population is.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh yeah, 2 million Argentinians died. Like 300,000 of his. 3 million Brazilians died when the war was finally over. It was like a world war in South America. It was just brutal.
It was rough.
Yeah.
It was really
Yeah.
rough.
So we actually got it finally done at like 2 a.m. yesterday. And we weren't even, like, we wanted to go to bed far before then, but it was almost like, you know, it's just for the just to do it. We might as well.
Done and over with.
Yeah. And then because he had so little troops in the actual conflict, I had more battle points, I think they're called. But where you get points for your contribution to the war, and it goes to how much influence you get in the inevitable peace treaty to divide the land up and get, like, say, I want this state, I want this state. Well, because he didn't have that much, I ended up taking really most of the land, and he got like one province. But it was a huge province.
Ooh.
It was a huge province. Yeah. It was just
Was it like the Amazonian one?
Yeah, it was just Amazon. But I got like all of the
Amazon
coast.
fell like immediately. I just walked across that freely, but then once I got closer to like the actual populated centers, we just all got bogged down.
Yeah. Actually, Turkey. I've been basically avoiding playing as a European country this whole time, just because the scale of everything, and also it's like, you know, things are kind of set in stone. You know, Germany's gonna invade UK and France and all that stuff. Turkey.
Not always.
Well, I mean, we can act. Ooh, you know what we could do? We just get rid of historical decisions. That actually change everything. We should have done that. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, we'll just not have historical decisions.
Play that way because I like to always have stuff just randomly happen.
We'll do that with Caleb, but
To watch somehow Ethiopia beats Italy back, and it's so satisfying to watch them just limp back across the Mediterranean.
yeah. Really, I don't know if this live stream is going to go on that much longer because we're losing people, but we could do
Hey,
some Q&As.
we are at 23 minutes. We can make it.
Yeah, we're like 700 people. I told you this was such a bad idea, but okay. Okay, let's do this. So let's see some Q&As. What's your favorite video you've ever made?
Probably Europe, because it just felt like such an accomplishment. The history of Europe every year.
Yeah, that was so many different, like, you didn't just do nations, you did like individual states at times.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's kind of the same thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, even the Holy Roman Empire, like, in that, you did that too.
Yeah, because like, in my head, basically, it's like, hey, if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. So I mean, if the entity inside the Holy Roman Empire essentially acted like it was its own country, then I'm going to indicate in some way that it was at least kind of its own country.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure someday in the future I'll remake the video because I can always do better.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just such a good like stepping stone. Especially because like next time if I made an improved video, I already have all of that done.
Mm-hmm.
So that's much less that I would have to research the second time around.
I think my favorite is actually the new video that I just made. I've never made a video like this before, and I know that sounds like I'm shilling out for like promoting something, but This is not. This is like the least alternate history hub video I've ever made, and I don't know. I
Is it
kind
up
of
tonight?
no. It's probably going up tomorrow, but I'm I don't know. I'm trying to get away from that sort of infographic, sort of that sort of. I feel like education channels. Even though I'm not an education channel, I feel like those type of things have gotten the same look now, and I'm trying to move away from that. So who knows? Let's see it. Let's see how it looks. Maybe it'll be good. Um, but yeah, that
I'm just imagining like you doing a video of like, what if the Caribbean countries united together, and you just completely just do a rip off video of
real life lore.
yeah, yes.
Caleb, we should all just
I'm
be
sure
like,
Joe
like
would. I'm
Cuba and
sure.
stuff like that.
I'm sure Joe would like that. That would be yeah.
I've actually been thinking about like making a video like that just for April Fool's Day.
Actually, that'd be hilarious. All of us just make a real life lore video. That's
Yes.
this video was fun, and we have like some advertisement with it.
I mean, maybe like I mean, you would have to help a lot with this because you have more connections than I do. But like, we could do it almost like a April Fool's white elephant, or not white elephant, Secret Santa type thing, where we take a list of like all the educational channels and then like give it to someone else, and we choose to imitate someone else.
Yeah, that could
It's
work.
like a raffle. So like, I get real life lore, you'd get whoever,
Yeah.
someone else will get whomever, and
Yeah,
I don't know.
that could definitely work. Yeah, I think we should probably call it. To be honest, I think we should call the stream.
And right as the audience went back up.
Really?
Oh wait, no, it went down again.
Yeah, I told you.
I
Okay.
mean, it was only up by 2.
Yeah.
But
Well, everybody, this was basically a test. We were Tristan couldn't make it, and it was a whole bunch of stuff. So let's try for next week.
the audience is so sad, Cody.
Oh, I'm sure they are. Yes.
No.
Actual videos will be
Oh,
out.
it's a chat.
So okay.
No, it's literally an endless stream of no's with the occasional gay.
Yeah. Well, we'll try next week. Anyway, thanks everybody
Ah.
for showing up. This is Cody.